Hello and welcome. You know, early AI-generated prototypes are absolutely fantastic for getting an idea off the ground and validating it quickly. They let you build something functional at just an incredible speed. But eventually, every tool has a limit, and you're going to hit a ceiling. This usually happens when your application suddenly requires complex integrations with outside services, or real-time features that need to update seamlessly, or even advanced security models to protect sensitive user data. When you reach that level of complexity, well, the initial rapid prototyping tools just begin to struggle. Now, hitting the ceiling is not a failure in the slightest. In fact, it's a massive milestone. It's a clear sign that your idea is validated and actually ready to transition into a robust, real-world product. The question is no longer whether your prototype will hit this ceiling, because it absolutely will, but rather how you navigate what happens next to keep that momentum going. Okay, let's dive into this core insight because this brilliantly illustrates the shift in how we build. Think of early prototyping tools, which are often referred to as vibe coding, as a construction crew building a brand new house from scratch on an empty lot. It is an entirely new generation. On the other hand, AI coding agentic development tools act autonomously to renovate an existing house. They work inside real existing architecture. They can read your current files, test the code, catch errors, and iterate safely without tearing the whole structure down. They understand what is already there and, crucially, what changes might break things. This shift requires one crucial capability: to turn a fleeting demonstration into a genuinely usable product: data persistence. See, a prototype that starts completely fresh every single time you open it is a neat trick, but real products remember things. They need data persistence. Basically, this is a structured database that automatically reads and writes information, giving your application the memory to retain data across sessions. It's what allows a tool to remember the clients you inputted last week or the proposals you drafted yesterday. Let's move to how this changes the way you work in practice. The great news? You don't need to suddenly become a senior software developer to manage this growth. Instead, your role evolves. You need to step into the shoes of a product director. You really just need to understand what these agentic development tools do well enough to confidently direct them. So the truly crucial point is how you communicate with these tools. The critical skill required to manage powerful AI agents is translating vague goals into highly precise specifications. Giving an agent a vague goal like add a PDF export is not enough. You must provide a precise specification that defines exact boundaries. You might tell the agent to add a PDF export button specifically to the output screen, format it as an A4 document with the company header, and, this is key, strictly instruct it not to touch a single line of code anywhere else in the application. The tool doing the coding is changed, but your clear, directed thinking is exactly what guarantees success. To wrap up this explainer, I'd love for you to think about the next steps for your own work. What exactly would your prototype need to become a real product? Think about how the user experience would evolve, what specific data needs to persist, and what precise features you need next. Answering those questions is the very first step in drafting your next product brief.